You just have to believe in a lot of things. You have to believe in the people around you. You have to believe in yourself, so that you can muster up all of the strength it's going to take to pull through.
I went to visit her after Christmas, after the transplant, and when I got there, I certainly was not prepared for what I saw. She did not look like herself.
Quite honestly, I didn't recognize myself. I realized that he was not prepared to see me the way I was from the way I had been.
I'm getting sick off and on, throwing up and depressed and just physically no energy, and just kind of laying in the bed for a few days, but then I just decided I wasn't going to lay there and I wasn't going to be that way anymore.
What we try to tell patients is, don't expect this to be a walk in the park. It is going to be a difficult procedure. You can expect to be sick after the transplant, but you'll be able to get out of bed, you'll be able to be walking in the hallway, you'll be able to participate in activities of daily living like taking a shower every day, visiting with family and friends.
I rode an exercise bike in the hospital, but I was determined. I rode the exercise bike, I walked in the hall and pulled my ball and chain with me, my IV.
One winter day, while I was in the hospital for my bone marrow transplant, there was a terrible storm. Many people were coming in talking about how much snow was there and how difficult it was to travel to work that day. And a nurse said, "Oh, gee, you're so lucky to be in here and out of the storm." And I thought, I'm not lucky to be in here. I would be lucky if I was out in the storm. That would mean I was normal.
Faith is extremely important. Obviously, for me, faith in God was the first priority, but I think that you've also got to have confidence in yourself and your own abilities, and you've got to be sort of the one to take command.
It's very important that the person taking care of you is going to be positive. He's going to be, or she's going to be there to support you, to make you laugh when you don't feel like laughing. You're going to have your down times, no matter how positive you are as a person yourself, because you're tired of being sick.
Chemotherapy or radiation therapy, either one can markedly suppress one's appetite, cause an awful lot of nausea and even vomiting. And people frequently don't want to eat because of them. But we also know that we damage your ability to smell and your ability to taste. And so following a transplant frequently, nothing tastes good. Many patients will say, no matter what I eat, it tastes like cardboard.
I would be craving a cheeseburger, and when I got it, one bite, and I didn't want the rest of it.
And the French fries were similarly awful, and the Coke wasn't any good. So it was a very disappointing experience.
As part of the preparation, we said you either get chemotherapy or radiation therapy to wipe out the bone marrow. When you do that, your bone marrow is producing no further cells. So your counts, that is the number of cells of a particular type that are in the bloodstream, are going to drop. If the red cells drop, we can no longer carry enough oxygen to our tissues. We get very tired, very weak. If our white blood cell count goes way down, we are very susceptible to infections, and our platelets are what prevent us from bleeding.
The first 100 days of post-transplant are very significant. Each day when the staff came into my room, they recorded my counts, my blood counts. And so in anticipation of certain things, you're what are my counts? What are my counts?
When the new bone marrow starts working, it starts producing these cells, and they start appearing in the bloodstream again. And the numbers in the bloodstream are what we refer to as counts, start very low, and then gradually build up towards a normal number as time goes on.
For some people, post-transplant may be smooth sailing. For me, it was not. You have to be patient and realize that you're not in control, and that may be one of the hardest things is is not being in control. Someone else is calling the shots as it relates to you.